Hey guys, it's me Mark. Today I'll be reviewing the Xshot Hyper Gel Clutch. This blaster is a new arrival in my local department store here in the Philippines. Now what's really interesting about this blaster is that it's a gel blaster, and companies like Nerf and Dart Zone are now stepping into the gel blaster hobby, and Xshot is now stepping in too. So here is the Hypergel Clutch, or the Clutch, because the Hypergel is the line from Xshot, or a new line. Now like I said, this is a new arrival here in the Philippines. This is the only one out there, and there are some refill packs for it. But before we talk about the features of it, we're going to talk about what's behind of the packaging or the box. Now, here we have the clutch and also some other materials that could be seen inside the box, like the protective glasses when using the blaster and the bottle hole that holds the gel pellets, or gel balls in this case. Also, it mentions that there are two other blasters to get for the Hypergel line. Here we have the Trace-Fire and the HPG 700. The Trace-Fire is a select fire blaster that looks like an SMG and fires through the hopper, while having the same reloading mechanism as the clutch, but more on that later. And here we have the HPG 700. It's also a select fire blaster like the Trace-Fire, but this one, the HPG 700, reloads differently. It uses a electric magazine to feed the darts into the blaster, which is really interesting. It's similar to an airsoft gun in sort of ways, but yeah, those are the two blasters to get for the Hypergel line. And now here we have the blaster itself. So starting off with the features of this blaster: in the front, no end-strike barrel lug, and just a small barrel for the gel pellets to shoot through. And here we also have the bottle to hold the gel pellets, and below the barrel here we have a white pump handle that is very detailed, and the decals are really cool, and it's also large and comfy for an adult hand, and also for a small hand too. It's also smooth priming, and the way you prime it is basically just pull back and push it back forwards, then you press the trigger to fire. Sadly no slam fire, but it's a gel blaster anyways. And forgot to mention it's also a manual primer, so yeah, it is true, and it also shoots around 150 FPS, which is very decent for a gel blaster. And I really like to have a 150 FPS blaster, so maybe this could be for my birthday. It also mentions it also has a 100 round hopper and a 400 round magazine, or a hopper in this case, because it's not really an actual magazine that has a spring in it. And I'll be demonstrating you on how this hopper, or this 400 round mag or hopper, whatever you call it. But before that, we have to go to the top of the blaster, where here you can see the door to the 100 round hopper, and I'm not sure if you can see it there. There I'm pointing, there is something inside there that will reveal on how this 400 round mag or hopper will work. So I demonstrated how this blaster will work. So you open the door, put the gel in, close it, then prime it, then press the trigger to fire. The trigger also feels smooth, and it also has a tactical rail on it, and its grip is also really comfy. But this mag release, or this hopper release in this case, is not really comfortable because it's really spiky. But anyways, to the hopper. So as you can see, I'll be opening that jam door over there. There is another door inside of there, but I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, I don't think you can see it, folks, but yeah, I'll be demonstrating it for you instead. So let's say the gel pellets are full in this hopper, this 400 round hopper. Then once you flip it upside down, the gel pellets will move down upside down, and here you see this triangular, or this white piece here. That's the door where the gel pellets will come down to this 100 round hopper. and once you flip it back down, and as you can see, this door moves, and once you flip it upside down, the door will close, and the gel in the gel pellets inside this 100-round hopper is filled up. Now you're ready to go, and I have to say, it's a really interesting and unique reloading mechanism. So yeah, that's really a plus points in the uniqueness for Xshot, and I'm really impressed. And not just that, the quality is also great too. Like, the quality is built like a brick, but at the same time it won't shatter from bitterness. But I haven't shattered this thing though. But still don't recommend on dropping this. But still, it's really thick though, and also the decals of this blaster, considering it's also skins line, is also really cool too. Like, look at that decals. Reminds me of the Xshot skins long shot, or the Pro long shot, which is really cool. And at the top we also have a tack rail, reminiscent to the Xshot Insanity blasters. Hold on, let me get some of those. And as you can see some similarities with those two tack rails, which is really cool. But unfortunately, you cannot attach those Xshot Insanity attachments to this blaster because there's something that blocks off the entrance to put in the attachments. But here we also have the built-in sights too, and it's decent. And now here we move at the back of the blaster. From the back we have no stock attachment point because it's just basically blank, but there are some small details too in it. And now for the grip. Like I said, the grip is large and comfy enough for an adult hand or a teen hand, so definitely a plus points in ergonomics. The same goes with a pump handle. And my one gripe here is the mag release, or this hopper release. You see, the hopper release is kind of spiky, so that's really unfortunate when they could just literally make a smooth hopper release. So yeah, that's just my one big gripe there. But either way, it's a decent blaster for a decent price of 1,399 pesos, or $28, which is kind of a bit overpriced considering I think this cost around $15 in I don't know, America or in other countries. But yeah, still good. Also, here we also have the protective glasses featured there, and a bottle there, like I said, both of them featured in the box. And I think all the gel pellets, the dehydrated ones, are inside below the bottle. And yeah, overall it's a decent gel blaster. Just wish it could be also on sale, just like this Flux 2 packs and their new skins. About it in a shorts later. And yeah, I just really wish this clutch is also on sale too. But considering it's also the only one new arrival here in the Philippines, yeah, it kind of makes sense on why this was not on sale. Because you know. And overall, and my thoughts of this blaster, it's a definitely must-get blaster for gel pellet beginners. And yeah, what do you think of this blaster? Let me know down in the comments below, and mark out.